Is the Zhiyun Crane 4 combined with a medium-sized DSLR camera the best gimbal to travel with? Let's see. What's up, filmmaker? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to dive into why the Zhiyun Crane 4 might be the best gimbal I've tried so far. You may already have noticed that Zhiyun has redesigned the Crane series, giving it a sleek look similar to the Weebill series. Personally, I think this is a good move because the gimbal feels just right in my hands. The control wheel and trigger button are now conveniently placed for smooth filming, and they have even added a bright OLED display and a built-in light at the front. Now let's talk about the Zhiyun Crane 4 and discuss what I love about it and what I don't. By the way, Zhiyun did send me over the Crane 4 because I'm a Zhiyun ambassador, but they didn't pay me to do this YouTube video review because I usually create short form content for them. So this is a total unbiased opinion. First off, I decided to take this gimbal with me to Marbella in Spain to test its performance and convenience as a travel companion. Throughout my journey over there, I mostly used my A7S III with a cage on it and a Sigma 24-70mm, which is a quite heavy lens with an ND filter and a mist filter on top of it. One standout feature that I really appreciate is the large OLED screen. It's incredibly easy to navigate, allowing you to tweak various settings on the gimbal itself, such as follow speed, deadband, joystick speed, and much more. And to avoid any accidental changes while filming, they've smartly added a lock mode for the screen via firmware update. Additionally, for certain compatible cameras, you can connect them to the gimbal via Bluetooth. This lets you start recording by pressing the button on the gimbal, changing the ISO, shutter, aperture, and electronic focus without dealing with any pesky dangling cables. And if you're into vertical shooting like me, the Crane 4 has got you covered. Switching from horizontal to vertical shooting is a breeze. Just slide out the base plate and insert it on the side of the gimbal. Now here's a neat feature that was unfortunately missing on the Weebill 3S, but has been brought back on the Crane 4. A magnetic coin. Yes, this little tool comes in handy quite often during my shoots, and I'm glad it's back. As with previous Zhiyun Weebill gimbals, the Crane 4 also includes a built-in light, which can be really useful in certain situations. It's capable of producing up to 3200 lux of light, with a temperature range between 2700 to 5500 Kelvin. Alright, so let's turn on the light here so you can see how bright it is. And it's set to 40% right now, so let's turn it up to 100, and you can see this is pretty bright. Even though I'm sitting inside, I know, but it's so bright. So let's turn it down to about 30%, and we can also change the color temperature here, and we're at 2700 and it goes up until 5500. So let's put this little softbox on it. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a little wheel here on the side so you can change the color temperature and also the output. So let's put this little softbox on it, just like so. And now, as you can see, it's a lot softer, so I don't get that sun flare into my face. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now so I can see how much it makes a difference. So let's take it off real quick. Yeah, harsh light, and with this little softbox it helps a lot to soften out the skin a little bit if you're into that. Regarding battery life, the Crane 4 typically lasts up to 12 hours and is fully charged in about 1 hour and 50 minutes using a PD fast charger. One of a really new and innovative feature are the balance indicators, which informs you if any axis needs some adjustments for optimal gimbal operation. This helps avoid unnecessary battery drain and ensures smooth footage. Like the Weebill series, the Crane 4 comes with a modular wrist support to prevent forearm fatigue when using a heavier setup. This is especially beneficial when doing a lot of low-angle shots, as it makes handling the gimbal much easier. Additionally, they've included a modular sling grip which is adjustable like on the Weebill 3S. You can use it as an underslung grip or as a side handle, making it very versatile. I personally really like this feature, and I found myself last time adjusting the grip to the side and back to underslung the whole time, making creating certain shots a lot easier. So there's really one little point I kind of dislike on the gimbal. I mean, it's not a big bummer, but in order to attach the sling grip, you need an Allen key. I personally don't always run around with an Allen key, especially when I'm traveling or something. I don't want to have unnecessary tools on me because I just want to slide out my gimbal and start filming. But I mean, I mounted the sling grip to the gimbal and the gimbal was able to fit in my backpack without any problems. So this is just a little bummer if you want to take it off and put it on again. But I mean, for the whole time I was traveling, it worked for me because I just left it on the gimbal. So overall, I genuinely really like this gimbal. I also used this gimbal on a couple client shoots, but I can't show you the footage yet because these are bigger shoots and the videos are not released yet. But I can tell you the gimbal worked incredibly well for the projects I worked on, and I can confidently tell you that this is one of the best gimbals out there right now. And for context, I was an DJI RS2 user for a long time before I was switching to the Gimbal series and now to the Crane 4 series. The Gimbal series still had a little bit of drawback because they couldn't handle that much of a payload, but this gimbal, I even put a cine lens with a V-mount battery on it, which weighed about more than 6.5 kilograms, and the gimbal was able to balance it all. So yeah, if you want to check out the gimbal, the links are down below, and if you have any further questions, just let me know down below in the comments and I will try to answer your questions as good as possible. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider to subscribe to my channel for more camera gear reviews like this one. So that wraps up my whole review. Here might be a video you wanna see next, and hopefully I will see you there.